Hello and welcome to Political Adda. I'm Purva Chitnis, special correspondent with ThePrint. And joining me today is our political editor from Delhi, DK Singh, and our guest, Professor Surendra Jondare. Today in this episode, we will be talking about Maharashtra politics and why is Maharashtra keeping all parties on tenterhooks. Basically, as we know that in the past 2 years, in fact, from 2019, Maharashtra politics has thrown a lot of twists and turns. In fact, even now going into the election, there are different permutation and combination of the parties across. So what is going to happen in the election? Which alliance is going to be heading which way? Because basically, if you look there, at least for four people, this election is make or break. Uddhav Thackeray, Sharad Pawar, Chief Minister Eknath Shinde, and Deputy Chief Minister Ajit Pawar. At least for these four people, this election is going to decide their careers as well. So to discuss all of this, let's just start with our first question that we are asking to DK sir, you as well as our guest, Professor Jondare sir. Where exactly is Maharashtra heading? Why is Maharashtra keeping everyone on tenterhooks?
Purva, we will be asking Professor all the questions. So let him speak.
Okay, so Professor, if you can shed some insights on this.
What is your question?
Right now, given the condition in Maharashtra with different alliances which are formed from 2019 onwards, where exactly is Maharashtra headed into this election and why is it like on tenterhooks? Why is it going to be so important to watch out for?
There is one very important feature of the Maharashtra elections, Lok Sabha elections in 2024, is that, after Uttar Pradesh, there are 48 Lok Sabha constituencies in Maharashtra. And if the BJP wants to cross 400, as it has been talking and claiming, then the Maharashtra Lok Sabha elections are very, very important because the 48 Lok Sabha seats are very crucial in deciding the crossing over 400 Lok Sabha seats. Secondly, the BJP has succeeded in splitting the major political parties in Maharashtra, which are Shiv Sena and National Congress Party. So these are the two, basic reasons why there is a keen interest in the political affairs, in the election affairs of the Maharashtra state.
So her question was, why is Maharashtra keeping everybody on tenterhooks? When you talk about the Hindi heartland, everybody is predicting it will be a clean sweep for the BJP. They're talking about some struggle in the south for the BJP. But when it comes to Maharashtra, nobody is sure which way it may be heading. So there's no predominant theme or issue which is actually coming out so far.
The visible reason is that there is a political split in the major political party, which I said earlier. And this there is no any predictable situation which we can say that this alliance like Mahayuti or the Mahavikas Agadi is going to win. But I can tell you one thing: when I'm talking to the activists and talking to the people, I'm getting this feeling that there is a strong undercurrent which is in favor of Uddhav Thackeray and Sharad Pawar. Because people, particularly in rural Maharashtra, the voters did not like the way these two political parties have been politically split up by the BJP. So there is an unrest, there is a discomfort about the BJP. So how this anger or discomfort is going to translate into their voting of their pattern of voting and the reconfiguration of the political party, the way it has taken place, and you must try to understand that this NCP, Ajit Pawar and NCP, Sharad Pawar, and BJP, and Eknath Shinde's Shiv Sena. So, this alliance is very, very tricky. And in fact, one can say that this alliance is not, these allies are not time tested. And there have been many conflicting political or ideological interests or viewpoints. So in that way, this election or this conglomeration of the political parties, or the way the reconfiguration of the political parties has taken place, that should be very interesting to watch. And because of that, this election is going to be very unique and significant.
So the question is,
what will happen, and the outcome of this election results will definitely impact on the Maharashtra Legislative Assembly elections, which will take place sometimes in October and November.
so the question is, when people go out to vote, would they be voting for Prime Minister Narendra Modi, or would they be voting for regional satraps there? Because it's a Lok Sabha election. So whether yeah.
Sorry, also to add to DK sir's question here, as we also mentioned that the alliances are not very natural, especially if we look at the Mahavikas Aghadi government. Will there be a vote transfer which will take place, like Congress voters voting for Shiv Sena candidates, Shiv Sena voters were voting for Congress candidates? Because sympathy is one thing on ground, but now when it comes to actually going out and voting, do you really see that this will happen in any way?
This is the Lok Sabha election. There is always a strong regional context for Lok Sabha election. The regional political reconfiguration is very important. So when people don't like a particular candidate, like in Aurangabad, one Chhatrapati Sambhaji Nagar, or even at Sangli, there is or Nasik. One can say that at Ravir, where Raksha Khatsi is contesting. So there is some kind of a discomfort among these political parties, and particularly this is happening in Mahayuti's formation. It is not happening much stronger in the Mahavikas Aghadi, except this. Sangli and Kolhapur, or in Bhiwandi, or in Mumbai. But the more organizational problems, or the more one can say factional issues are coming at the forefront in case of the Mahayuti. So it is very difficult, to ask BJP's traditional, conventional followers or activists to work for Ajit Pawar in Baramati or elsewhere. So this kind of tension is going to remain there. And it is very difficult. Now, again, in Mumbai also, if you look at the constituencies, the way Shiv Sena Thackeray group has identified the candidates and decided these seats are going to be contested, then, the Congress activists are saying that we have not been told to work for these candidates. We have not got the instruction from our top leader. So this kind of tension, this kind of discomfort, this kind of political and organizational uneasiness would be definitely there. But we'll have to wait when the final list will be declared by all the political parties. Then I think there will be clear picture.
So what we have seen in one survey after another, that people vote for Prime Minister Narendra Modi. So when we are talking about maybe Sharad Pawar's popularity or Uddhav Thackre's popularity or anybody, I mean, compared to Prime Minister Modi's popularity, would those factors or local factors really stand out, and would they really swing people's voting behavior?
My point is this: because of the fragmented, fractured political process which has taken place in Maharashtra, so that is going to be very decisive. So it is not question whether the rural voters or even the urban voters are going to get attracted or get influenced by BJP's or Modi's campaign. In Maharashtra right now, there is an agrarian distress. So who to resolve that agrarian distress, whether the central government or the BJP or PM Modi are giving some kind of a helping hand. And people in Maharashtra know what has happened at the Delhi border. The farmers are on the strike. And when there is an acute, intense, agrarian distress in Maharashtra, so how this popularity of Modi is how it is going to be effective. That is the question. We'll have to watch for that. We'll have to wait for that.
Let's just first talk about the new alliances and the new partners in these alliances. One factor that we have for the ruling alliance is of Raj Thackeray. What impact Raj Thackeray will bring to this election, irrespective of whether he get the seat for Lok Sabha or not? And secondly, about Prakash Ambedkar. Now, Prakash Ambedkar has opted out of Mahavikas Aghadi. How will that impact the opposition camp?
First, I will talk about Raj Thackeray. In 2019, he had organized a large rally throughout Maharashtra, but it did not pay any political dividend for him. So why BJP failed to accommodate him? Just because BJP wants a larger political share, electoral share in cities like Mumbai, Nasik, particularly in the urban cities where there is some sort of Raj Thackeray popularity is there. So BJP would like to encash that kind of a popularity and to make inroads Thackeray's Shiv Sena. So this was the political concern, electoral concern for the BJP to accommodate Raj Thackeray. Raj Thackeray is not going to, give more political benefits than what he claims. And secondly, whether Raj Thackeray gets 2 Lok Sabha seats, that is still, we have to watch and wait. He has asked for 1 seat in Mumbai and another at Nasik, and he wants to, give tickets to Bala Nangaonkar and his son Amrit Thackeray. It is carrying political baggage, negative political baggage for BJP. By accommodating, Raj Thackeray, because already the Yadav community of North Indians in Mumbai have expressed their displeasure for this kind of an accommodation. So that will definitely affect BJP's electoral performance in Mumbai city, where BJP is very, very, very keen in making. Trying to winning the most of the seats in Mumbai. So secondly, about Prakash Ambedkar's politics. So his politics is really with many puzzles and also paradoxes. In the sense that the serious question should have been asked, or should be asked, that whether Prakash Ambedkar was really, really keen in joining the MVA, Mahavikas Aghadi. This is very million-dollar question. Whether his keenness was there, the way he was, offering the proposals for getting entry into the Mahavikas Aghadi, that was something very, very, very puzzling. And there was no consistency in that. First, he submitted some proposal that we should talk about this, common minimum program. Then, secondly, he suggested 2 candidates should be also given the Lok Sabha ticket, like Manoj Jarange Patil and Dr. Abhijit was from Pune. So it was none of business to suggest these names to Mahavikas Aghadi.
So the question here is, sorry for interrupting. The question here is, how will he impact the MVA? Because in 2019 election, he damaged them on at least 6-7 seats.
What had happened last time? He already damaged the 7 seats of Lok Sabha, and this time, in Legislative Assembly, 27 seats, assembly seats he had damaged. So my gut feeling is this, that it is going to happen. It is going to repeat the same thing. It is going to repeat the same thing. So that will be very politically inconvenient for the Mahavikas Agadi. So at the same time, I must tell you that because of Prakash Ambedkar has failed to understand or make distinction between the electoral manipulation and electoral bargaining. So because of going alone in this election, I think he has reached at the political dead end of the Dalit politics.
Before we start taking up the viewers' question, let me ask you one thing about the Jarange Patil. We have not heard from him. Prakash Ambedkar has said that he has spoken to him and the two will be contesting together. Anyways, whatever party finally decide, we are told he'll decide after the 30th. But if he feels a Maratha candidate in every seat, who will he hurt more? The MVA or the Mahayuti?
Please repeat it. I could not.
If Jarange Patil fields a candidate in every constituency, as he says, that there will be a Maratha candidate from his side in every constituency. If he does that, if he has an alliance with Prakash Ambedkar too, which side will this formation damage more? The MVA or Mahayuti?
Listen, we must understand Manoj Jarange Patil's organization is not the political organization. It is not the political party. He has got some kind of a strong influence over the Maratha people. This is first thing. The crucial question in the context of Manoj Jarange Patil is this, that whether Manoj Jarange Patil's agitation is going to enable Maratha voters to go against the BJP, which the Maratha voters have been doing in the past. So that is very important.
But that will also impact Sharad Pawar's vote bank. If Marathas go with Jarange Patil.
Sharad Pawar?
His vote bank, say in Western Maharashtra, Jarange Patil can hurt Sharad Pawar as much as it may hurt the BJP, as you are saying.
It might. It might. If Manoj Jarange Patil remain very, very strong, because he has said that on 30th March he will declare. But so far, he was talking against the BJP. He was very, very critical in the second phase of his agitation, towards Devendra Fadnavis. So again, this is some kind of a very volatile and very, very, you can say, flexible situation. But the crucial decision question is this: the followers of the new followers of Manoj Jarange Patil are going to vote against BJP, or they are going, are they really going to do that, which the Maratha voters have been doing in the past?
Well, we can take up some viewers' questions.
Yes, definitely. So we have our viewer Rohan Navalkar, who's asking, why has the seat sharing issue persisted with Congress and Sena for so long? And why does it seem Congress state units are not interested in quickly finishing alliance talks and need central leadership to intervene?
In the first meeting when it was held of this Mahavikas Agadi, my sources tell me that Uddhav Thackeray had categorically said that wherever their elected candidates are there, so we shall not talk about that. Where they have defeated these, the partners in the Mahavikas Agadi were defeated, those seats we shall take into consideration. But again, so this was Uddhav Thackeray's approach and position, and I think this is an acceptable position. Those who have got their, successful candidates, there is no need to talk about those seats. Now, secondly, the Congress has to make some kind of political presence or political relevance in this election. It is a national party. Yeah, and because of that, although in the last 2019 Lok Sabha election, Congress did not get much, success. For Congress, it is very crucial. After this Bharat Jodo Yatra, after the formation of India, and again the Maharashtra, as I told you earlier, the Maharashtra state has got very important political status in the country. So Congress wants to remain politically relevant. So it will try to assert strongly, and that is quite acceptable. But again, there should be some kind of a common sense which should prevail. And I think Congress is at the receiving end when we talk about when we consider Sharad Pawar and Uddhav Thackeray, because these tolerant leaders have got strong influence in Maharashtra. Whereas for the Congress, there are so many political leaders. There is no, and when Ashok Chauhan ditched Congress and joined BJP, it has made some kind of a very negative political image of the Congress in Marathwada and also in general Maharashtra politics. So what I'm trying to say is that for the Congress, it is an existential crisis.
Right. There's another question from Satyam Hindustan, that's his handle, and he asks, what is the present status of MVA parties in Maharashtra and what is their preparation for the Lok Sabha? I guess he's asking on, the seat sharing formula is also not decided yet. So what is the present status of these MVA parties in Maharashtra?
We'll have to look at what is the regional profile of the Lok Sabha constituencies in Maharashtra. And I feel that and again, I'm stressing on this aspect of the fragmented political process in Maharashtra. We should very seriously look into this. Because it is going to affect, it is affecting at the grassroots level people's aspirations, expectations, and people's grievances, people's problems. So when we look at this context, then whether this Mahayuti is going to make grand success or Mahavikas Aghadi is going to retain its solid political image, that we'll have to see.
Well, then I guess at this point, it is anybody's guess which way Maharashtra will swing. And that brings us to our original question, that why has Maharashtra kept everyone on tenterhooks? Thank you, Dr. Jondare sir, for taking time out and speaking to us. And also thank our viewers for sending in their questions and tuning in to the Political Adda. Thank you, DK sir, for the questions and for being with us. Thank you.
Thank you very much.